Send it all to the same post office or in the same drop box, or are you going to spread it out?
Sorry.
I'd like to send one. I can send one. No, that I'm not going to be there.
Yeah, we got to do it like Monday.
Yeah.
Get it there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go get some dinner then.
You want me to take a picture of you?
No, no.
His wife got a teaching job at George Mason. They're
Oh,
both
did you already move?
I'm a little unclear if they've already moved, but they're both going to start at George Mason.
I don't think he's coming in.
Okay. But both at
That's
George
a great
Mason.
mask, David.
Yeah.
It's really funny when you get up a little. Down there again.
Now I know why you turned your view.
She said she was surprised at me. I never saw that in 50 years.
Well, it didn't used to be.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's kind of misery for us. It's been there. That Kelly that comes now, the one that got in her car and was hanging out of her car?
Yeah.
You want me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very creative.
So Kelly is now complaining about some of the new people. Like, aren't you new? Yeah. I mean, I've known her on Facebook page for a long time. She's like, someday I'm going to come, someday I'm going to come. I've never met her. And then she came and introduced herself, and that was like 3 times ago. And now she's saying, we've been going there for a long time, and we know the drill, and people come and they now want to do their own.
I feel like I want to post it first.
I just weekend there. I decided. After I told Nancy, I don't work with other guys, and then there's people on our side.
Probably
And then you just kind of ruin it. But you just the women's one. Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Later adopters of Facebook. Well, David Cobb had the
There we go.
safe state threat statute in 2004. David Cobb.
Man, I'm regretting taking this box.
Taking what?
That box.
This box?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's nothing fits in it. Like I can't fit anything into it. Just kind of take up space. Assign to something else. Okay, cool. So, hello. Good morning.
anything else you wanted to hand out?
We have one more bucket drum if you're.
I got some coffee cans.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, we have chance.
The other one handout.
Yeah,
I knew that.
Yeah, but they're really simple.
Pick a spot like over there. People won't be behind you.
There's one more bucket drum to give away.
Well, here, so just think about it as people on the outside the circle, and go to the outside. Or well, here's another one. Go to that
So, the previous principal might be down. Oh, you don't care. Oh, no. Yeah, that's now. It
That's fine. People run away, yeah.
And they're very protective of
I'll let you know. Yep. No, they started in the park, I think. Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, man, thanks. Okay. Network wants it all.
speak up. Other General Mattis is his, he was best friends with.
I'm so thrilled that we have such a great turnout. My name is Helen. I'm with Shutdown DC. Let's talk about why we're here this morning. Woo! Woo! We're here because our democracy is being stolen from right under our noses, and we're not okay with it. What Trump and Louis DeJoy, the Postmaster General, are doing to the Postal Service is completely unacceptable. It has never been done before. I mean, we've seen voter suppression before, but this is something completely new, and it's not okay. And we're going to tell them it's not okay. It's not okay! It's not okay! So we are going to set off soon, but before we do, we'll just say a few words about what we're going to do and who you can reach out to if there's an issue. First, I just want to say that what they're doing with the post office right now, it's not happening in a vacuum, right? It's part of a very concerted, very deliberate pattern to steal the election, which is coming up in 2.5 months. And we have to acknowledge that, and we have to realize that this is only going to be one of the many, many fights that we're going to have to undertake in the next few months. Woo! Yeah, we have lots of noisemakers. We'll get to that. So logistics. First, everyone's doing a really good job social distancing. I think we have 100% mask compliance, so thank you. Please keep that up. Yeah! I want to point out some key people, if I can even see them. So if we have police show up, and there likely will be police show up. Nadine, can you raise your hand? Nadine in the green shirt is our police liaison. She uses she, her pronouns. Nobody needs to talk to the police if you don't want to. If cops want to talk to you, sorry? Oh, okay. If cops want to talk to you, you can just say, talk to Nadine, and she'll introduce herself to them. She's the only person who needs to be talking to them. We have a lot of press here, as you can tell. If you elect to talk to them, I would ask what outlet they are with to make sure you do want to talk to them. We have someone from Shutdown DC who is being our press liaison, and that's Patrick, but he's doing an interview right now. bother him. And then our march leader, once we start marching, will be Daniel, who I don't see right now. But we'll find them when it's time. That's okay. Oh. And then we have Alice, who is going to be our chant leader, and she has all the musical instruments. So if you didn't bring a Noisemaker, they can help you out with that. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's talk about some hand signals, because when do we make noise and when do we not make noise? So the way it's gonna go, when you see a signal that's like this, that means make all the noise you can. All right, let's practice that right now. Make all the noise. Put hands up like you're in kindergarten, waiting to be called on. This is stuff. So that was amazing. We're gonna make a lot of noise. If Louis DeJoy isn't already awake, we're definitely gonna wake him up. We're definitely gonna wake his neighbors up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start walking there pretty soon. Daniel's gonna lead us. Once we are all there, we're gonna do a huge amount of noise for 60 seconds just to make sure everybody knows we're there. After that, I'll say a few words about why Louis DeJoy needs to resign, all the shit he's done. Forgive my language. I know we have small children here. Then I'll turn it to Patrick, who's gonna call him out more directly. We'll see what happens. We'll see if there's any response. We'll see if he's there.
Sorry.
After
That wasn't
we have some
important.
great chants to sing to further wake up the neighborhood, make everybody know who exactly is living in their midst. Yeah, and then hopefully at the end we can take a big group photo with our amazing signs, including the big one that I probably need some volunteers to carry at the front of our march. It looks like a giant absentee ballot. Taking pictures, taking videos, in general, it's encouraged. However, we want to protect people, so you should ask consent before taking a picture of someone's face or anything identifying about that person. And if somebody takes a picture of you without that consent, you can tell them to stop. And if they're not stopping, you can get one of us, you can get me, you can get Nadine, or Daniel, or Patrick, or Alice, and we will tell them to stop, and we will ask them to leave if they're not stopping. We want this on social media. It's already kind of blowing up on social media, but we would love for you to tweet about it, Facebook posts about it. We have hashtags. Save USPS is one, and No Joy for DeJoy is my personal favorite because we are here to ruin a Saturday after all. Great, so let's practice one more time. Daniel, where are you? Okay, before we head off, Alice is going to lead us in practicing some songs.
Cool. This first one, it's an old song. It's called Rich Man's House. We're just going to sing two versions of it. One of them is going to be Rich Man's House. One of them is going to be DeJoy's House. Okay? I'm going to do a call and response to teach it to you, and then we'll sing it all together. So the first line is, well, I went down to the rich man's house. Well, I went down to the rich man's house. And I took back what he stole from me. And I took back what he stole from me. And I took back my humanity. And I took back my humanity. And I took back my democracy. And I took back my democracy. And now he's under my feet, under my feet, under my feet, under my feet. And now he's under my feet, under my feet, under my feet, under my feet. And then the last line, ain't gonna let the system walk all over me. Ain't gonna let the system walk all over me. Nice. So all together. Well, I went down to DeJoy's house and I took back what you stole from me, and I took back my humanity, and I took back my democracy, and now he's under my feet, under my feet, under my feet, under my feet. Ain't gonna let the system walk all over me. All right. That was awesome, everybody. It's gonna sound great there. We're gonna do some chants now. Yeah. Let's get wild. Woo! Yeah. All right. Hey, hey, where's DeJoy? The Postal Service is not your toy. Hey, hey, where's DeJoy? The Postal Service is not your toy. Hey, hey, where's DeJoy? The Postal Service is not your toy. Hey, hey, where's DeJoy? The Postal Service is not your toy. Hey, hey, where's DeJoy? The Postal Service is not your toy. When the Postal Service is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! The Postal Service is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! The Postal Service is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When the Postal Service is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When our votes are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When our votes are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When democracy is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When democracy is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! Woo! 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 Our votes they want to take away, we say no way! Our votes they want to take away, we say
No way!
Our votes they want to take away, we say
No way!
They want to take away, we say
No way!
They want to take away, we say
No way!
They want to take away, we say
No way!
Yeah, that's right. Hey. Alright, is that ready to go? One thing that I think is important that we do before any demonstration is a land acknowledgement. So real quick, we are standing, and not to be quick, but we need to center ourselves. We are here to fight for all people, and especially our Black and Indigenous brothers and sisters and friends and comrades. So we are here to say we are on Piscataway Nation territory. This is stolen land, and we need to respect the generations that came before us and the generations to come. And we are here to protect our votes and the votes of every single person in this country. Thanks, everybody.
so we're gonna head on over to the house of the Postmaster General. We're gonna march down Kalorama, just march straight down that street. We're gonna make a left onto Connecticut, and then we will stop there. When we're marching, we're gonna take up the full street. Please, feel free to social distance as much as you can, but also stay relatively close to each other. We don't want to leave here in one group or one amorphous blob. We want to get there as a same amorphous blob with no one left behind. So what we're going to do is we're going to start heading over towards that corner of that stop sign, and then once we're all ready, we're going to step off. It'll probably be 5 minutes or less to get there, so not a long march at all. So let's make our way over to that corner, and we'll step off in just a minute.
There's a lot of dogs who live in grass. There's a lot of dogs.
I'd also recommend using the sidewalk. This park is used a lot by dogs.
I saw like three over here
Hell yeah. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. All right, let's go ahead and take the street. Let's take up the full street from side to side.
up and pack your bags.
Killjoy! Oh
Okay, we're here. We're at Lewis's house. It looks like something out of a Viennese opera house in the 1800s. Because dude's rich. So my name is Helen. I'm with Shutdown DC. We organize this event with partners and friends. Thank you all for coming up. It's clear that there's a lot of anger and frustration right now, and we're here getting some of that out and explaining to the powers that be that what they are doing is wrong and illegal, and it will not stand. We're here to call out Trump's Postmaster DeJoy's and tell him to resign from his position. Why are we doing that? Why are we here? First of all, like many in the Trump administration, guess how he got his job? He's a big donor. Surprise, surprise. This beautiful house, of course he is. Then, as soon as he got in, we started hearing about the absolutely disastrous changes he was making at USPS. First, we started hearing these rumblings from postal workers about slowdowns, mail piling up in offices, mail unable to be delivered. They were eliminating overtime, which meant that mail was just sitting there. They couldn't go out and finish their routes. So people weren't getting mail. We started seeing these articles about how in parts of the country people were waiting 3 weeks for mail. In Philadelphia, right here in Southeast DC, mail has slowed down. So there's the local angle as well. And guess what? This is in the middle of a pandemic when people aren't going out as much, so they are relying on mail. They're relying on mail for their medications. I get medications through the mail. If my mail gets slowed down for 3 weeks, I'm just shit out of luck. Like, that would not be very good for me health-wise. It means urgent bills. It means legal documents. It means things that people can't go out and get in another way because we're in the middle of a pandemic. And what is this for? What is this cost cutting for? The Postal Service, I want to make this clear, the Postal Service is a public service. It is not a business. It works for us. So it does its job fine. Don't need to be part of the cost and making the service work. It is an essential American service that has been around since the beginning of this country. And it works well. It's in the Constitution. Okay, that wasn't all. A week ago, Friday night, there was a Friday Night Massacre at USPS, in which DeJoy fired or reassigned dozens of high-ranking postal officials with centuries of knowledge. So now all that knowledge is somewhere else. And now this week we get more stories of mail piling up, and on top of that, we have Donald Trump coming right out and saying on Fox Business, I can't fund the post office because I don't want people to vote by mail. So we knew, of course we knew what the plan was, but he just came right out and said it because he comes right out and says the quiet part out loud. That's what he does. And we've been dealing with this for 4 years. Some of us are kind of used to it now. But it's time to take a stand because this is openly, blatantly attempting to steal an election, okay? We are going to be voting by mail in such high numbers this year. It's a safe way to vote. People don't want to go to the polls in a pandemic. And Donald Trump and Louis DeJoy are saying, you can't vote by mail. So you either have to put your life on the line and go to the polls, or, their preference, don't get your vote counted. This is what it's all about. It is about stealing the election. They are trying to steal our democracy. The U.S. mail is essential for democracy. I wish I could end there, but I Why? Where is this coming from? We don't know yet. Now there's an Inspector General's investigation. But it seems suspicious to say the least that right before the most important election in our lifetimes, and an election in which millions more people will be voting by mail, all of a sudden you're deactivating these machines that are extremely important to mail sorting and letting mail pile up all over the country in key states like Pennsylvania, like Michigan, like Montana. Oh, just a coincidence, states where there will be extremely important elections happening this year. So the whole thing stinks. It just stinks. And it's exactly what we expect from this administration, honestly. We've seen them do nothing but lie, cheat, and steal. That's just a fact. But now they're trying to steal our election. And this is our last chance to get them the hell out so that we can start moving our country in the direction it needs to be moving. They're trying to steal our election. But what are we going to say to that? How are we going to respond to that? Repeat after me. No way!
No way!
No way!
No way!
No way!
No way!
Resign!
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 Woo!
Wait, can we do that one more time so that I kind of in the back in here too? So I'm sick of hearing about how voting by mail is going to lead to massive fraud. Because imagine a system where we had a federal government employee go to every house in America and deliver the ballots, and then go back to every house in America every single day until the election to pick up those ballots and make sure they get to where they're going to go. Can you imagine a system like that? Yeah, we actually have one. It's called the Postal Service. It's an incredible service. Listen, the Postal Service has been around longer than this country. It is a service. It is not a business. It can't go bankrupt. It's too big to fail. It's our service, and we need to support it. So, Louis DeJoy lives in this really swanky apartment. Actually, the Washington Post wrote a whole piece about how this building is one of the swankiest apartment buildings in all of DC. And he's probably got a lot of neighbors who maybe are not exactly happy about folks coming to visit him. And maybe, he's probably not going to listen to us. Maybe he'll listen to them. We got some ballots here. They're not real ballots. We're not committing voter fraud here. We got some ballots here. And I'm going to invite y'all to come up. Let's bring these ballots up to the front door and tell them that we need the ballots to get where they need to go this November.
service. It was the one reliable job that she had in her entire life. And this service, and it is a service, provides medicine for people. Are we really going to cut people off right now from getting the medicine that they need? We need this service, and we certainly need this service in a year where we need everybody to vote by mail to stay safe. That's right. This rich guy thinks he's going to come in and they're going to make the post office disappear so that they can privatize it, so that they can try to make money off of it. But this is a public service. That made it so that the post office could no longer break even, and those laws were changed over 10 years ago. We need those laws to be changed back. This rich guy who's renting out a condo here, he actually lives in, I think, North Carolina. They come here and they think that they can buy everything. But we practiced a song earlier. I hope that y'all remember it. We'll sing it along with me. Well, I went down to the rich man's house and I took back what he stole from me. And I took back my humanity. And I took back my democracy. Now it's under my feet, under my feet, under my feet, under my feet. Ain't gonna let the system walk all over me. Well, I went down to DeJoy's house and I took back what he stole from me. And I took back my humanity. And I took back my democracy. And now it's under my feet, under my feet, under my feet, under my feet. and understand my words better. This next one is a song, and it's a call and response. So hopefully y'all can catch on real quick. I'm going to do just the melody first, so you can catch on, and then I'll try doing some words, and maybe you'll understand them. And maybe they'll hear them up there.
it. Show that guy who's filming both sides of your head. And I really got you. That's my daughter. That's my daughter.
Somebody came up and said, hey, who organized this protest? So I do want to give a quick introduction. We're part of an organization called Shutdown DC. We're a network of radicals around the youth climate strike, and we seem to like each other well enough that we decided to continue to fight, to continue to organize. And we started looking forward to this election, and there are so many problems, so many irregularities. This is just one of the attacks that we're going to see on the democratic process this fall. And we've seen this game enough times. We're not going to sit at home and let the lawyers sort it out while Trump tries to steal the election and armed folks go and try to shut down polling places and shut down vote counts. We're going to take direct action to get Trump out of the White House. Capitalism existed before Trump. back to where we met up from. But before we do, we just want to be very clear about something. We're being nice today. This is us being polite. Before November, we're going to fight a lot harder. We're going to get a lot bigger. We're going to get a lot louder. Over here, we woke up some of the neighbors along that street. A few of them came out to join us. And that's what we're going to keep on doing. Wake up your neighbors, wake up your housemates, wake up your family members, wake up everyone around you with the noise that we need to fight back. We need to fight now. We need to fight tomorrow. We need to fight hard. We need to honor the legacy of Black, brown, indigenous people who've been fighting since 1492 when this nation was colonized by violence. We're going to fight back. We know that we keep us safe, that community keeps us safe, so we're going to demand what's ours. We're going to demand that Trump leave. We're going to demand that DeJoy leave. We're going to demand that liberty, justice, and freedom finally means something for the first time in this country's history. Alright, we're going to finish up with one last chant. So we're going to finish with one last chant, letting the Postmaster General know that